Muffed is live. Fresh draft class, fresh tape to talk about. Let's get into it. This is the Giants 2026 draft recap. Muffed! Welcome to Muffed, your 2026 New York Giants draft recap. 7 picks, 2 in the top 10, and the headline is unmistakable. This was a size and physicality reset. Joe Schoen and John Harbaugh said it themselves. They wanted to draft, in Harbaugh's words, a bunch of Giants, figuratively and literally. They walked out with a top 5 linebacker, a top 10 tackle, a second round corner with elite testing, a third round receiver, and 3 day 3 flyers up front. The trenches in front 7 got the lion's share, and you can draw a straight line from the 2025 tape to almost every name on this board. Start with the offensive line, where the splash pick lives. In 2025, this offense surrendered 48 sacks and 112 quarterback hits. Harbaugh said it flat out: you can't complete passes if you can't protect the quarterback. So at pick 10, the Giants took Miami tackle Francis Mauigoa, whose relative athletic score, a 0 to 10 grade comparing combine and pro day testing to every player at his position since 1987, came in at 9.62, top 4% of offensive linemen ever measured. Then in the 6th, at pick 192, they grabbed Illinois' J.C. Davis, an 8.27 athlete with position flex, left tackle in college, swing guard tackle for the staff. Harbaugh praised the length, the bend, the foot quickness, a day 3 dart with real testing pedigree on a line that needed bodies. The run defense got 3 picks, and it starts with the headline of the class. In 2025, the Giants bled plus 73.78 expected points on the ground, plus 0.17 per carry, and 21 rushing touchdowns. Enter Arvell Reese, the Ohio State linebacker, at pick 5, 69 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, a true 3-down profile. Harbaugh acknowledged the public skepticism directly. Even Malik Neighbors asked him how Reese would be used. The answer: Reese fits their defensive structure uniquely, a player who can play off the ball and move around the front. Then on day 3, they doubled down. 6th round, pick 186, Auburn defensive tackle Bobby Jamison Travis, a 4.98 relative athletic score. Honestly, a muff the measurables result, but Schoen called him a big, long, powerful body and admitted defensive tackle is still a free agency priority. 7 picks later, at 193, BYU's Jack Kelly, and this is the day 3 swing I love. A 9.72 relative athletic score, top 3% of linebackers ever tested, with 13.5 tackles for loss and 10 sacks, 13th nationally. Harbaugh framed Kelly and Reese as bookends. A Mike who can also rush off the edge, with 30-plus career sacks dating back to Weber State. That's a layered front 7 plan. In the secondary, the math was just as ugly: 25 passing touchdowns allowed in 2025, plus 16.41 expected points through the air. The answer at pick 37 was Tennessee corner Colton Hood, whose 9.66 relative athletic score lands in the top 3% of corners ever measured. The college production is honest: 50 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 0 interceptions, but 8 pass breakups, tied for 8th in his conference. A length and speed bet whose ball production hasn't caught up to the testing. At pick 37, you're buying the traits and betting on the curve. The passing offense got 1 addition. In the 3rd, at pick 74, Notre Dame receiver Malachi Fields, 36 catches, 630 yards, 5 touchdowns, and the number that pops: a per play predicted points added of plus 0.48, plus 28.25 on the year. Those receiving yards ranked 3rd in his conference, the touchdowns also 3rd. His 7.48 relative athletic score sits comfortably above average. Harbaugh framed the priority for Jackson Dart in 2 parts: protect him, then arm him. Fields is the weapon, a big body target whose efficiency number is the standout. Pick of the draft. You can argue Mauigoa at 10, premium position, elite athlete, biggest hole on the roster. You can argue Hood, top 3% testing, where length and speed are everything. The pick is Arvell Reese at 5. Here's the case: the broader public had questions, and the team had a clear, articulated vision that survived a direct challenge from their own star receiver. Schoen and Harbaugh spent more press conference oxygen on the Reese fit than any other pick. That's where the conviction lives. When you take a linebacker top 5 and your head coach says he plays uniquely inside your structure in a way outsiders can't see, you're betting the defensive identity on him. The other premium picks are good bets. Reese is the bet that defines the class. Going into 2026, the question is whether the front 7 actually holds up. The Giants told you what they're trying to be: bigger, longer, heavier handed, built for the NFC East trenches. And they spent 2 of their first 5 and 3 of 7 on the front 7. Reese and Kelly reshape the linebacker room. Malgoa reshapes the line. Hood raises the corner room ceiling. The stress test is the interior defensive line. Schoen said it twice. They're not done at defensive tackle, and DJ Reader and other veterans are still on the radar. Close that gap in free agency, and this class has a real chance to flip the run defense math that drowned them in 2025. Muffed! That's the Giants 2026 draft class. 2 things before you go. 1, if you want a weekly recap for the Giants when the season kicks off, subscribe to the Giants feed wherever you're listening. 2, if you want the same treatment for your fantasy roster every week, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.